Today we are talking about the grip. And I've got a simple test which is going to allow you to see whether you're holding the golf club correctly, and that in turn is going to give you more speed down an impact. So we're talking about the grip in this video, and this is a test which anybody can do to give you some really good information about your grip. Now, for me, the grip has two real purposes. One is to control where this points down at impact, so the club face position. So if your grip is poor, it can cause you to hit the ball to the right or to the left. And the second thing the grip is really there for is to transfer the energy through from your body out into the golf club. And it's that we're really addressing in this particular video rather than the club face alignment. So here's the test, and we're going to go through exactly what it means, and if you can't do this test, what you might need to do in order to change that. So I'm going to take my setup to this golf ball with this 6-iron and just take my normal hold on the golf club. Now, without moving my forearms, I should be able to get the golf club up to about a horizontal position. You can see that there. And I really should be able to do that with either of my hands independently, and if I can do it independently, I therefore should be able to do it with them both on the golf club. So what does that really mean? Well, it means that I'm able to create enough leverage in my golf swing. That leverage is really key to, as we said a moment ago, delivering some speed out into that golf club, which is going to make the ball go, hopefully, a pretty good distance. So you might find that when you take your setup and you hold that lead forearm and you try and raise the club up, you can't get much above here. You may well feel to get that club any higher, you have to add some sort of twist or strange movements in your wrist. In the golf swing, if you can't get that club to horizontal, you will either not create enough leverage, or you will add some leverage or some bend from that lead arm, which will create that golf club to now get in this horizontal position. These are the golfers who are going to see that lead arm bent at the top. It may well be that in your right hand, again, you have some amount of movement, but not enough. You may well find that one is good, but one is not. And therefore, when you place them both on, you can get certain distance, but to get that club to horizontal, you might feel you have to bend the arms. So what does this really tell us about the golf club? Well, it really tells us that the grip is being held a little bit more through the palm of the hand and not enough in the fingers. And that could be in either hand. So if you are struggling to do this test, or you can't achieve that 90-degree angle or that horizontal position, we will probably need to move that grip a little bit more down towards the fingers in whichever hand is giving you the restrictions. It might be both, it might be one. Very often I see that in the lead hand, in the glove hand. So if it's too much through the palm, through here, then what it means is I can't create that leverage. I need to be able to move that grip more down towards the base of the fingers, which gives me that extra range of motion. This grip and how we place the golf club in our hands is a huge factor when it comes to achieving distance and club head speed. If we are not positioning the golf club correctly through our hands, it's very, very difficult to get the power that's created through your body out into this thing down at impact. And I say, you may well be that golfer who watches yourself on video and sees that lead arm bend. That could well be because the grip is incorrect and you're trying to create the leverage from somewhere else. So let's make sure that in that lead hand, it's very much in the fingers. You are able to get it to horizontal, and then again in the trail hand, very much through the fingers, which allows you to get it up to horizontal. If you can do that with both hands, you should be in a position where you can create the required leverage that we need, and that is a great way to add some speed down at impact and obviously some distance to your shots. A little bit on the right, but should be in the fairway, which with a 6-iron off a par 5, you'd expect it in the fairway. So grip, really important. For me, it's got two roles: control the club face and create some speed in the club head. This little exercise is going to establish whether you are in a position where you can create the maximum amount of speed in your golf swing. If you can't, there's some ideas in there on how you can improve that and get a little bit more distance. Thanks for watching. Really short video, but one that I think is really, really important. Usual stuff is down below. Comments box, like button. Give me your feedback. Did you pass that test? Did you fail that test? Would love to see kind of what the responses are and how many people out there have pretty functional golf grips. Over here, my logo, click on that. That will allow you to be a free subscriber. Would love to have you along for the journey. Thank you very much for watching. We shall hopefully see you back here again soon.